Welcome to episode 1 of Europe 1007 as we head to Paris for the PSG Ultras in a crazy match. And you're probably wondering, why on earth are we in Helsinki in the pissing rain a year and a half ahead of this match? Well, let me explain.
So what is Europe 1007? Well, Europe 1007 is the biggest football series to ever be created. The aim is to travel to and watch every single one of the 807 First Division and EFL teams across Europe's 57 leagues. Sorry Liechtenstein, UEFA doesn't rate you, mate. The only rules are that 2 teams don't count as 2 teams, only the home team counts. However, 50% of the 807 matches will be away days, because away days are the best experience that you can have in football, whether that's with 10 people, 100 people, or thousands of people. And I will not only be showing you what it's like to watch football matches all across Europe in the stands, but I'll also show you what it's like to film pitchside at actual football matches, and an inside look at how football clubs run all across Europe. So let's head back to Finland so I can talk to you about how I ended up with the PSG Ultras for episode 1 of Europe 1007.
So this whole series was an accident. It actually was never supposed to happen. This first match, I've never vlogged anything properly. So you see is like really shitty footage from my brother's phone and my phone. That's not in 4K. So that's why the quality looks very fuzzy, what you see. But this was the start of something incredible that changed my life. The first time I went to a proper European match. Blew me away. So firstly, this is Helsinki. This is YouTube. So let me set the scene of how I ended up with PSG Ultras with my brother. So, cast it back to 2022. I've just finished college, had the worst year of my life. Absolutely miserable, depressed, everything. So, my exams are finished, and my parents are like, okay, we'll do something nice for Jamie's birthday. My birthday is the 11th of May. So they decided, let's send Jamie to Paris to watch a football match with PSG. I get to watch Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, everyone. So, they pay for everything. All I have to do is book it, because I know how to book things. That's what I thought. Then, I booked the accommodation. And that's where everything went wrong. Also, how cool is Helsinki? Like, so cool. If it wasn't pissing rain, I'd love it here. But, let's talk about the accommodation. I'm gonna get run over. It's coming. So, I booked the accommodation. So I tried to save money for my parents by probably €25. So I booked the accommodation. How far out of Paris? 10 kilometers outside the Eiffel Tower. And that's an issue. Why is that an issue? It's because I was an hour walk from public transport, and my brother does not like walk. He is moany when it comes to stuff like this. So we get to Paris and we realize that we are like a 2-hour walk from Paris. And I'm not joking you, we are in the ghetto, absolute ghetto of Paris. So what do we do now? Well, we've got a match to go to, so let me show you. Funnily enough, it was the same match. The Kylian Mbappe announced that he was staying at PSG. Well, you look at it now and he's kind of not staying, but he's staying, but he's not staying. So, he stays and the crowd goes mental. Kylian Mbappe. Go crazy, absolutely crazy, because they love Mbappe. He's one of their own. Kind of. Here, we were actually in the ultras Tribune, which at the time we didn't know was the Ultras end, and I'm so glad we did, because we had the experience of a lifetime with the Ultras. let me tell you, the ultras were cool. Not these boys here, they're cool as well, but the ultras were cool. However, PSG absolutely ran riot against Metz. Metz were relegated. Metz were relegated. But Metz were having a lot more fun than PSG fans. It was crazy. Everything was just off, extremely off. It was just something about the atmosphere. Where it was kind of like, it was loud, but it was murmuring noises, like this tram. But I'm not joking you. The second half was incredible. I don't know what was said to the ultras at the half time, but they fucking showed up. It was mental. The place was hopping, and bear in mind we never experienced anything like this before. We'd only been to matches in England, and it was just incredible. The whole end was bouncing, chants, everything. Like, look at some of the footage here. And what you probably don't know about me is that I actually speak French. Je parle français. Je parle français. And why that was important is because we were with the ultras and we didn't know what ultras were like. But you see this guy here? This guy started speaking to my brother in a very friendly way, but my brother was confused as fuck. So I had to step in and be like, oh non, ça va, il parle pas français. C'est quoi le problème? Mais il y avait pas un problème. Because all he wanted to know about was the striker for Ireland. That's what he was talking about. And he was obsessed with Will Grigg. Will Grigg from the 2016 Euros on the chant. He absolutely loved it. And we started singing it with him. Just mental. Absolutely loved it. The two Irish boys came all the way to Paris to watch PSG. And we just had an unreal time. And ever since then, I had an obsession with European football. I needed to experience more. So, after an insane weekend in Paris, where I got sick, brother's nose started bleeding on the tram home, I got squished between two metro doors. Everything happened that weekend. I didn't get to take my brother to see the Eiffel Tower at night. He hates me for that, even though he's seen it for 5 seconds on the metro. Everything happened that weekend, and I fell in love with life again. I was so upset, so depressed with how everything went in the last year at college. I hated it, absolutely hated my life, and it just gave me a spark again, a real confidence in myself that I could travel, I could go to places like Finland, you know what I mean, by myself. And that's what I did, and I kept on doing it, and I didn't know exactly what was going to happen over the next year. I never planned to be filming on a GoPro, talking to people on the internet, staying at random strangers' houses, filming pitch side at football matches. I didn't expect any of this. So the journey I'm going to take you on is incredible. Like, this was only the beginning of something huge that it took almost a year to formulate and to come up with through chance, and I cannot wait to show you the rest of this series. So if you like this episode, it's very short, it's very brief, it's in Helsinki. Subscribe here, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram for more content. You will love it. There's loads of content already up on my TikTok. This series will be done chronologically. On YouTube, it will be done chronologically from the start to the beginning. So I shall see you in episode 2 as we head. Where are we heading? Real Betis. Real Betis is where we're heading. And I'll show you Jay. Ciao, ciao. Grazie.